What's up, guys? Iceman here. So in this video I'm going to show off this fine specimen of an item. Jeweler's Monarch of Deflecting, otherwise known as JMOD. A very desirable item indeed. One of the more valuable magic items in Diablo 2. Another one of which would be, for example, these javelins I'm using. I think I showcased those in a different video, which are hero edited, but this is exactly what JMOD is in its perfect form. Alright? Just a 4-socketed shield. It rolls with 4 sockets because of the jeweler's prefix, and it has the deflecting suffix, which gives the 30% faster block rate and 20% increased chance of blocking. Well, check this out, dog. Right now, my character, as you can see, has a 21% chance of blocking. So you would think that if I take this off, she'd have a 1% chance of blocking. Is that true? Is that true, Ice Toad? If you put on the same shield type, for example. Which, here's the same shield type. And this has no added increased chance of blocking. That's 47, this one has 67. So let's see what it does. Oop, got level. Okay, I'll make it. 21% chance. 15% chance. So in this situation, the character's only gaining 6% in chance increase of blocking. So it's something very important to note how that scales. But I suppose one could argue that, well, for one, if you're min and maxing, 6% can maybe go a long ways, especially if you're a dueler. That would be arguably far less dex you'd have to put in, you'd have to invest in, and you could allocate elsewhere, like vitality, for example, and have more life. So the mod is desirable. And then there's the 30% faster block rate, of course, which could help. But I think it's primarily used for dueling. It is nice to have on a JAVAZON, because the added lightning pierce really goes a long way. That shit really stacks. If you guys have a mercenary with infinity, and you're a lightning character, for example, I wouldn't just settle with that, because you really want to add pierce on your gear. You want to have facets. You want to have Griffin's Eye, primarily. And I think you'd want to have T-strokes as well. Or one of the 3, or 2 of the 3. Whatever. Even just a T-strokes and an infinity for pierce alone, it can be very nice. But let me quickly show you just the rest of her gear. And I'll kill some cows. So nice amulet, Griffin's Eye with a Chom rune. These, which are great for dueling, really, with the 40 IES. The problem is they really lack physical damage. Physical damage, I think, is kind of important for PvM, and maybe even PvP. For one, that's how you leech. But beyond that, if you're a kind of a maxed out Amazon with a decent javelin that does acceptable physical damage, you're actually going to be able to kill the light immunes that Infinity doesn't break with relative ease. So it's something very important to note. But check this out. Now this is only players 1. Like in this example, see, the Infinity doesn't break him. Fortunately, my Merc does enough damage to kill him. But you could really help supplement that damage if you did an adequate amount of physical damage on your Javelin. Oh my god. Look at these. If only they were tri-res. But yeah, they actually have dex as well. Quite nice. Battle Hammer, I'll identify that. Ooh, damage mod. I'll see if this is ethereal. Nope. Because if you get a godly rare like this, you could up it in the cube. You could double up that shit. Maybe get something quite nice. Yeah. But this character actually does very well in Players 8. I'll show you guys Players 8. Could have more pierce. Like I said, T-strokes would be nice. But she has 40% lightning pierce. So I know I've stated this before, but with Infinity, when it breaks a light immune, say, it's only 1/5 of its effectiveness. Alright? So you're not piercing it by like a hard 80% from its cap res. It's only 1/5 of its effectiveness is what you can actually go beyond after breaking it. So quite low. So you pierce it by like 16% or some shit like that after breaking the immunity. So in that case, they would still be 84 lightning res, which is a lot. They're going to it's going to be hard to kill them still. However, if you stack facets or any piece of gear that has lightning pierce on it, like griffins for example, that after a broken immunity is 100% effective. So you could straight up add negative 20%, which then would be more than double of the lightning damage or of the pierce that you would implement without. It'd be like I said, it'll pierce by, if it's 84 res, fuck it. I don't feel like thinking enough, but I didn't have enough coffee this morning, but it would be about more than double the effect of your Infinity without any pierce gear is what I mean to say. Alright? It's very important. So stack up that shit that pierces enemy res. And there's that flickering flame helm as well. But the problem with that is Infinity just doesn't break enough fire immunes to make it so much justifiable for a fire-emitting character. Maybe that'll change, I don't know. But it does break the Doom Knights in the Chaos Sanctuary. So if you like to run the Chaos a lot, at least there's that. But of course the problem is they're not the only fire immunes in the Chaos. The Balrog things. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it to Players 8. And I'll show you how effective this character is on Players 8. Here's the Mercenaries gear. Dariel's Visage. Death Fortitude and Infinity. Alright, so let's see what this Manazon can do now. I'm going to go a couple screens away here.
It's locked. I am overburdened.
So go this way. But yeah, I'll showcase Chaos. Yeah, you see that? Yeah. Get a good sack of cows. Hell yeah. I mean, this is a pretty godly character, maxed out. But JMOD, for a JAVAZON, even with PVM, I think it's most effective for the JAVAZON. It adds an okay amount of damage. Let's take a look here. So there's 4,950 max lightning damage right here with the 20% added from JMOD. Take that off. 42. 41. Okay, so 48 to 41. So it's a pretty decent increase. But then when you factor in the pierce, it's just,
I can't carry anymore.
it's super godly. Alright. Now, I'm normally not so much of a min-maxer. Not much of a dueler either. If I do duel, sometimes I tend to go the bad manners route. So, Ice Boy isn't really the greatest for dueling either. If I get mad, you know, somebody beats the shit out of me, I can't do anything about it. I have some bad manners. I want to do bad things to them. So, with those things being factored in, JMOD really isn't so much a shield that I strive to get. I think you could probably get away with, in many incidents, just getting a 4-socketed Monarch, which is basically free. Maybe a Foul Rune or something later on the ladder. So, you could just as well put maybe junk lightning facets in it, and still have a decent amount of lightning pierce and added lightning damage. So that's one thing that you could try. Another option, and this would give you style points, is to equip something like Headhunter's Glory, which is the unique Troll Nest shield, the bone-like shield. That can roll up to 3 sockets, so you're only one socket short of a JMOD. And it has some fire res. I think some life after kill. It's quite nice. And a few other nice mods. And it looks awesome. You get style points for wearing that. So I feel like that might be an acceptable alternative to JMOD. I don't think Headhunter's Glory has any added chance to block. Let me look a second. Yeah, let me check my phone. So here's a Headhunter's Glory on my phone. Looks cool. It has a lot of defense. This one has 574 defense. Only a 50% chance to block, which I think is slightly higher than the base on the Monarch, which is 47, I believe. 347 defense versus missile. This one has a fire res of 29, poison res of 40, and 5 life after each kill. And this one only rolled with 2 sockets. But they can roll with up to 3 sockets. So that's something I think would make for an interesting shield for JAVAZON. But anyway, here's Players 8. Yeah, I think it's got to be one of the top tier characters of the fastest players on. Yeah, it's pretty damn fast. Then your charge strike even more so. Here's your charge strike. So the charge strike is doing 12,700 damage, and there's 12 bolts, so they all shotgun effect. Especially against larger enemies, most of them will hit them, like a boss, for example, or these guys. In fact, it looks like every single one of them hits these guys. So here's the skills. As you can see here, pretty high level Lightning Fury, level 50. 51 bolts, 2,950 damage max each. The Pierce itself, I would like to be higher. Usually you wear Razor Tail over T-Gods to get over 100% Pierce. As long as you hit a 100% Pierce, I think that's fine. And then you have, yeah, just those 2 skills basically that I like to use. It's quite nice. Stat points. Res isn't maxed on this character right now. She has a conviction applied to her. Or something. Maybe she doesn't have conviction. No, she doesn't have. She just has very poor res. Some BO going. Yeah, just very poor res. That's fine. Has a lot of life. Yep. What do you guys think about that? And I'm not going fast. I'm not going fast here. I'm just kind of chilling. I mean, this is basically, this is something. This is a worthy endeavor in terms of what you want to spend your currency on in game. I think, if you like the JAVAZON, and if you like fast clear speeds. I don't think I don't think they can do Ubers. You can do lesser Ubers. You can probably kill like Diablo or something, or Baal. To my understanding, you can't break Mephisto's lightning res. So that's kind of a problem. Modded versions like PD2. I believe it's achievable. But in regular classic D2, or what this is, D2R, you can't really, I don't think you can break Mephisto's lightning res. So you're not going to be able to kill it from Mephisto. Just make a budget smiter. For everything else, it's pretty fast. And I would prefer to use T-strokes. Get a little bit more Pierce, and they do a decent amount of physical damage. Or an alternative to that, of course, would be Titan's Revenge. Upped. I don't like the ethereal Titan's Revenge because I just run out of them so frequently. I don't like being forced to carry another pair of javelins, or especially wait for them to replenish. You're limited on space as it is, so I don't like having another pair of javelins in the inventory or in the cube. So I usually just settle for non-eth. They're far less expensive for one. Easily attainable, and I usually just don't give a fuck about the stats. I'll just get any Titans. I'll try to get a nice higher life leech on them if I can, because you're actually able to leech with them, because they do a lot of physical damage. And it adds up, man. It adds up, dog.
I can't carry anymore.
But that's usually what I go for. It is complete ass how these have a very small quantity. I think they should increase the quantity of javelins. Hopefully with this upcoming patch, but for the ladder reset, but I kind of doubt they're going to. They did that with arrows. I believe we have 500 arrows per stack now. But why can't they do that with javelins? I think they should definitely do that with javelins. So basic stack like this, have 500 in quantity. And I think that would be sufficient. I mean, even 1,000. I think there should be 750 or 1,000. But that's fine. It's just an annoyance. So there's Diablo with just a couple hits. Can waste them. Well, yeah, nonetheless, man, there's JMOD. Pretty interesting shield. What do you guys think? So more videos to come. Iceboy is going to be streaming coming up here again. And I'll definitely be streaming the ladder reset whenever that is. So I'm looking forward to that for sure. And I know a lot of you guys are as well. And in an upcoming video, I will showcase what I intend to do for the ladder reset. I think it is the path kind of less traveled. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be a spiritual journey, which is kind of why I'm looking forward to it. Just the grind, man. Just going back to the Den of Evil, whacking shit over the head with a club. It really sounds appealing right now. Like right here are these hero-edited characters. Just kind of testing around, messing around, showing this off, showing that off. But I'm really looking forward to just not having shit. And just the world is my oyster, you know what I mean? I'm looking forward to just the big adventure where drops are actually exciting. Or finding a fucking Ort rune is going to be exciting, because then I could maybe almost make a lower helm, which is great for a JAVAZON. Not that I'm going to make the JAVAZON, I'm going to make something else. You guys know a lot of you guys know what I'm going to make. But I'll probably show that shit off next video, alright? Become a channel member if you want. Become a patron if you want. Links in the description below. I really appreciate you guys for supporting Iceboy as you have. Peace be with you.